Recently, I completed all of the mandatory preps for the Cayo Perico heist in 12 minutes 35 using very specific strategies. So in this video, I'll be showing you how you can guarantee only the best and fastest spawns for each prep mission, and maybe you can get an even better time. The setup for this does take a while and is definitely not worth doing for your normal playthrough, but even if you don't want to do it the way shown, I guarantee you will learn something new. So without further ado, let's get to it. The best place to park your Kosatka is right here in La Puerta Harbour. To do this, fast travel your Kosatka to Vespucci Beach. From here, drive it around to the right and up this shallow channel. Using the upper side triggers on your controller will help you steer, and keeping your momentum up will help you navigate the underwater obstacles. This takes a bit of practice, but after you've done this a few times, it becomes pretty easy and consistent. You now want to park it right up against this walkway. Prep blocking is when you put an obstacle in the way of a certain part of the game, which will prevent selected missions from spawning. This can be done in a number of other missions and is a well-used aspect of the game for speedrunners. The most reliable way to block a location is by calling in a dinghy from your Kosatka, and then hooking it up to your cargo bob. When you then blow this dinghy up, not only will the dinghy stay there and not despawn, but it will allow you to call in another one to block another location. You can use your up and atomizer to move the dinghy into position. So in this next part, I'll show you the exact locations to block to prevent bad RNG. There are a total of 11 you need to block if you get the safe codes, or 13 for any other primary target. The prep with the most locations to block is for the weapons. You first need to block the 3 locations on the roof of the Merryweather building, which will prevent the 3 different types of Merryweather HQ missions from starting. They are situated here. The location you want is 707 Vespucci, so you need to block the Penrith and Schlongberg towers. To do this, you'll notice that 2 vehicles spawn for every location, so blocking one of these vehicles for each location is what you should do. With the game unable to load in one of these vehicles means it would default to the Vespucci location. For the Plasma Cutter, there are 2 locations you want to block, with one in La Mesa with 2 vehicles that spawn here, and the other in the east side of Strawberry with the 2 vehicles spawning here. So choose a vehicle at each location to block with your dinghy. The one you want to keep is this location in the west of Strawberry.
I have been given tip of their safe house. That is where we start.
The location I think is the fastest overall to complete for the Fingerprint Cloner is this one here in Davis, as it's very close to your starting position, and the second location has easy access in and out.
The CCTV saw you.
Just like the weapons prep, there are 2 vehicles for each location that you can block. This one down at Cypress Flats has a car in this small alleyway, which makes it much easier to position a dinghy. The other location is in La Mesa. Again, this alleyway at the side is a good place to drop your dinghy into. If you wanted to block the strawberry location, vehicles will spawn here. For the cutting torch, just like the others, there will be 2 vehicles to potentially block at each location. The location in Rockford Hills, which is easily the worst one, has 2 cars spawning here.
No, please.
I prefer to drop the dinghy in the space in between the cabin and this pile of stones. The Mile High construction site has 2 vehicles next to each other right outside this cabin. So a dinghy along this path should do the trick. This will then leave you the closest location for the cutting torch right here.
So, the drainage tunnel. We need special cutting doors to cut the underwater grate.
The easiest locations to block are the 2 locations for the Longfin prep. There is one here in La Mesa along the side of this building.
It is still on a trailer outside the station.
And one at the back of the curved alcove behind the police station in Vinewood. This leaves you the best location at Vespucci police station. There is no blocking involved for the safe code prep, as the location will always be inside the apartments of the casino.
He has come to Los Santos for party at Diamond Casino.
You will not need to do the demolition charges prep, despite it being in the mandatory section. There are a few other things you want to do before starting the preps. One is to get rid of all your contacts, with the exception of Lester and Pegasus. Although you can get rid of Pegasus if you've set up your prep blocking points, but this won't make a difference. You'll also want to create a custom job and place the trigger here. You now want to park your Oppressor Mark II onto your Kosatka. Just be aware that waiting too long to start will see it end up in the water. Make sure you turn on your engine once you get off for a quick getaway. And lastly, call up Lester to request a job.
Hi, what service are you looking for? A few jobs have come up recently. I'll send one your way.
If you have bearer bonds, the order you want to do them in is weapons, fingerprint cloner, cutting torch, Longfin, then safe codes. If you have any other primary target, the order you want to do your preps in is weapons, plasma cutter, fingerprint cloner, cutting torch, and then the Longfin. The first one you want to start is weapons. As soon as you leave the Kosatka, hop onto your oppressor and head for the roof of the 707 building.
You know how important it is for weapons we use to be unmarked, untraceable. Otherwise, we leave one clue behind and Mr. Rubio will find us sooner or later. My suggestion? Make sure the clue...
Park right outside the door and get in.
I have location of gang operating out of swanky office block.
Now equip your AP pistol and headshot these 3 guards.
Bringing a nice little shipment of unregistered weapons. We go there, take them, and this covers our tracks. You are not far now.
Now over to the safe, then to the computer for the hacking.
If you cannot open it, try looking for their computer. Probably unlocks remotely.
Locate the numbers and collect the weapons.
Did that work? Can you open the locker now? Okay, it's one thing to get them.
Jumping out is a little faster.
Get ready.
Make sure to press left on the D-pad to exit on the roof. Now deliver the weapons by landing back on top of your Kosatka. Weapons completed in 2 minutes 31. The location for this one is very close.
So we steal it. Mini Madrazo has given us information on a gang
When inside, quickly bring up your phone and take a photo of the room and send it to Pavel, then exit.
Come, today we thieve from thieves.
The second location will be opposite Del Perro Pier, with the cutter in a tight alleyway.
The elastic in the outdoor, the caviar in the tin. But this is all. You are the captain.
Missile the alley and grab the cutter.
To the floor!
This shooting sounds very encouraging. You have the plasma cutter? Just get it back here and watch your back.
It's very easy to have this location go wrong, but get it right and it's extremely quick. Plasma cutter completed in 2 minutes 13. You then want to start the Fingerprint Cloner. Head towards the first location and RPG the room from this corner.
You fucking piece!
You will need to find the mainland archives of this head of cybersecurity. Start by going to the GPS coordinates I have sent you. The archives are relocated every few weeks.
Bringing up your phone and calling Lester will cut out some of Pavel's very long dialogue, meaning you can hack the computer quicker.
Keep element of surprise, yes? Aha, they have seen you, yes? Better not to leave witnesses this time. Find the computer terminal. We will hack it and locate the archives. This man's security is in serious need of updates. Huh. This would never happen at Russian government troll farm.
Now head over to near the freak shop.
You are close now. There will be CCTV here as well. The CCTV saw you, but it only here, I think.
Getting into first person makes your character accelerate a tiny bit faster.
Now, do not get distracted in there. The fail-safe tool will be the size of a credit card.
Grab the cloner and away to deliver it.
What the fuck am I doing?
In our line of work, it pays to look ahead, Captain, to think of how we cover our tracks. And the most important way will be to destroy all vehicles, weapons, and equipment once we are finished. No loose ends. Mr. Rubio takes hold of loose end, he will strangle you with it, yes?
Fingerprint Cloner completed in 3 minutes 31. The cutting torch location will be right in front of you.
So, the drainage tunnel.
Missile a few guards en route
Of course, to cut the underwater grate. You will find these at many construction sites. Of course, these days, you will also find armed security at many construction sites. Apparently, the citizens of Los Santos have a habit of stealing such things.
then quickly check the toolboxes for the blue cutting torch.
Been detected. A different kind of practice then. Equipment such as this will not be lying around in the open. You will need to search toolboxes and such. And you can practice clandestine maneuvers on the guards, yes? Or find a hard hat and keep your head down. Did you find it yet? Bring it to me and I will keep it safe.
Once collected, just deliver it back to your Kosatka.
Ours is a strange business, Captain. We work so hard to get new weapons, vehicles, equipment, and then afterwards we destroy it all. The only way to be safe, not sorry, yes?
Cutting torch completed in 1 minute 26. Before starting the Longfin prep, bring up your phone and ready up your job warping. For job warping, I've made a completely separate guide which I'll link in the description. Just remember to have matchmaking set to closed. Head head straight for the Longfin and bring up your interactions menu on the way, and ready up your phantom wedge.
Smuggler boats has been captured by the police. This is our chance to acquire it for ourselves and use it to approach the island without raising suspicion.
When you land, put your oppressor away and call in the wedge, which will always spawn behind you.
Taken somewhere more secure. You will need vehicle capable of towing the boat trailer. I have found location of some options for you. On your GPS now. You know what I like about you, Capitan? You bring your own knife to a knife fight. And your own truck, huh? Now, get into the boat trailer and see if your truck can outrun the police.
Now hook up the trailer, get out and die.
Obviously, you will need to lose that before you return.
With no wanted level, you are now free to job warp to the final drop-off point, using the created job.
Deliver the boat to the docks. I have contact who can fix it and store it until we are ready. I have made arrangements for disguises. It is not like these people have uniform. Exciting times, Capitan. So, Capitan, you will do the final stage of this operation alone. Or will you bring accomplices? Yes, you must split the profit. But there is more likely to be profit.
Longfin completed in 2 minutes 18. If these are your 5 mandatory preps to do, you are now ready to start the finale. For the safe code prep, again you want to set up job warping. I couldn't get a created job to work on the roof, so the best job location is here. With quick access to your oppressor and up onto the roof.
So, the codes to the safe. Without these, our whole operation is pointless. Now, the only man apart from Mr. Rubio who has the codes is head of security. A tough cookie, as you Americans say.
The 2 guards will be at one of 3 potential locations. With your AP pistol, headshot them both and get inside.
You need to find his suite. It will not be so difficult. Look for the trained killer standing outside.
Turn right and check the bedroom first for the head of security. If you have no luck, check the office.
You piece of
I will send you a photograph of the head of security.
And then the far end of the bar.
I will send you a photograph. With you in a second.
Once he's dead, collect the codes then accept the job on your phone. Back out and the safe code prep is done.
You can hold on to that. I will get it when you are next back at the submarine.
Safe code completed in 2 minutes 35. From here, load into a new lobby where you will spawn in your Kosatka, ready to start the finale.
The essential steps have been taken, Capitan. The operation has a green light.
And that is how you speedrun the mandatory preps for the Cayo Perico heist. So if you found this video useful, please drop it a like and maybe consider subscribing for more. Here are some other videos you may also enjoy. I'm BeatsDown, and I'll see you in the next one.